It's the nation's favourite antiques experts.
All right, fair enough.
It's a really cute subject.
Behind the wheel of a classic car.
Make it so. Here we go.
And a goal to scar Britain for antiques.
Frankly terrifying.
The aim, to make the biggest profit at auction. But it's no mean feat.
I've lost money.
There'll be worthy winners
Get in there.
and valiant losers.
Could have been worse.
Will it be the high road to glory or the slow road to disaster? This is the Antiques Road Trip. Yee-haw! It's another super-duper Antiques Road Trip, and we're in lovely Lancashire. Hurrah!
Sheepies. Wee sheepies. Oh, there's nobody here.
Auctioneer Natasha Raskin-Sharp is on two wheels, bonding with nature. While dealer Margie Cooper is at the wheel of the mellifluous Mercedes 190 SL.
I just love this car.
Manufactured more than 60 years ago, seat belts weren't compulsory at the time.
Oh, there's a bird, some sort of bird of prey.
Well, praying for glory might be the answer. With so little between our pair after 3 auctions. Last time, Margie went a bit arty.
Success at last.
She's taking forward £206.28. Natasha made some lovely profits and came out a smidgen in the lead with £213.42.
I think I'm covered in horseflies. Oh, don't bite me.
Our courageous contenders started out in Scotland, and via the lakes and Lancashire, their final auction will be in Shropshire.
Ah, here she comes on 2 wheels.
You're feeling good. You're...
Yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready to get
Yeah.
back in this beautiful car.
But how do I look on 2 wheels? Because you were so glam.
Oh, do me a favour. I didn't look in the mirror. I was just trying not to fall off.
So you've inspired me actually to add something to the look.
All right,
In your honour,
what's that?
no helmet is complete without a clip on.
I had no idea I'd left my earrings on. Welcome to beautiful Lancashire. Look at the view.
It's amazing. Is this your neck of the woods? We're
When I was a
close.
little girl, yeah. When I was born.
Give us a wee bit of Lancastrian.
Have you got out? I can buy, love.
Out, I can buy, love.
Out.
Out.
Anything. Out.
Out.
By George, she's got it. Almost.
I think you're just jealous because I have a bell. Wish me luck.
I certainly do.
Smell that countryside.
Delightful. They'll go their separate ways now until later. Today's items will be off to Penkridge in Staffordshire for the auction, but the leg kicks off in Longridge in Lancashire.
Lovely people. Lovely scenery, and we've got a lovely day.
Margie has around £205 to spend in Berry Antiques and Interiors. That's Ellie, the proprietor, and a bread bin. And another bread bin.
Yeah, a lovely shop. A little bit of everything.
Indeed there is.
Now, that's a proper watering can. That's the Monty Don of watering cans. Quite like these. Proper gardener would have watered his tomatoes with this. I think that's a better one, isn't it?
No! Watch out, Rose. Moving on.
These are always very nice. Little Edwardian stamp case. Look at that. Pretty, isn't it? And it's Birmingham 1908. And we've got £33 on this. If you were a very rich Edwardian lady, you had a lot of time to write letters, believe me, because you weren't doing much housework, that's for sure, or bringing up your children. £33. Very cute. Quite nice condition as well. That's a thought. So I'm going to put it back for the moment while I have another little look.
OK, let's find out what Natasha's up to in Preston, birthplace of Oscar-winning Wallace and Gromit animator Nick Park. With £213 in her pocket,
Here we are.
let's hope Natasha's not wearing the wrong trousers.
Amazing. Hello.
Hi.
Oh, hi. You must be Brian.
I am, yes.
I'm Tasha. It's lovely to meet you.
Right.
And I'm instantly in love with your place.
Right, thank
It's
you.
amazing from the outside, and stepping in, it's like another world. It's absolutely chocker.
We are a bit, yeah.
Yeah.
Down to work then.
I like these. I've never actually bought a tappet hen, but every auctioneer around the country has sold many's a tappet hen. The only thing is that some of them have been sold for hundreds of pounds and some of them sell for pounds, just a few. And I'm not quite sure where this one would fall.
A tappet hen, so called because it's shaped like a hen with a top knot, was a measure of liquor, usually holding between 1 and 3 quarts of booze.
Pewter, that's what you would expect. It's not the finest looking example. Look how worn this is. Look how smooth on the outside it is. This has been passed around groups of people, possibly in an English public house in the 18th, late 18th, if 18th, early 19th century, the Georgian era. This is a lovely thing with authentic age, a history to it, and it's just quite an earnest item, and I like it.
There's no ticket on it.
Oh, I wonder what Brian's best price is.
Right, let's pop back to Margie. She was looking at an Edwardian stamp case earlier. I wonder what else will catch her eye.
Right, what have we got in here? It's got a Victorian boot jack. It's a very basic one. Some of them are really, really smart and they fetch quite a lot of money.
Useful to take off your riding boots.
£38, but it just looks a bit homemade. Shame. I'd like to have bought that.
Yeah. What's next?
I always think these things are quite useful. I mean, it's not of any great value. Like a little specimen cabinet. Obviously it was for keys. Quite nice that, mahogany. And that's £45. Not terribly old, but I think that's a useful piece of kit.
Yeah, it's a possibility. Oh, Ellie!
What's the best on that little mahogany cabinet?
That could be 30.
Right, doesn't sound a lot of money.
Certainly less than the original £45.
I love the little stamp case, but I think I'm worried about the price of that.
There's £33 on the ticket.
I do love it. If I bought that and the Edwardian cabinet together,
25.
25, right,
Yeah,
buy
and
that.
30. It has to be 30 on the cupboard.
Does it? Definitely.
Yeah.
I really like the cabinet. They say 28.
Yes. All right. 28.
I'll have it. So, stamp case 25 is very kind of you. And the Edwardian cabinet 28.
Yeah, that could be
That's kind of
28.
you, Ellie. And let's see if we can make a profit.
Yeah, I hope you do.
Thanks to Ellie's generosity, that's a total of £53.
Great.
Nice! Meanwhile, in Preston, Natasha and her tappet hen are in the kitchen.
Okay, I'll just pop this on the fridge freezer.
Why not?
Well, there's some more pewter. Isn't that nice?
Yes?
Really like that shape, sort of fluted here, but then with a scalloped edge. And that makes me think of a pie crust. It's got that medieval look. When you think of a big slice of pie, a big meat pie from a public house on a plate like this, kind of has a feel of Henry VIII to it, Tudor times, but it's not. But this is cool because pewter chargers are something that you see on the market quite regularly, just larger plate. But I don't know if I'm so familiar with this octagonal shape. It's really attractive. There's something almost arts and craftsy about it, which would make it 1920s as opposed to 1820s when I think the rest of it's sort of dating from. I'll start with the tappet hen, see what Brian's best price is, and if it scares me, I'll try and do a bulk buy. Yeah, I think that's my plan.
Stand by, Brian.
What do you say, Brian? What's your best price on the tappet hen?
Is it worth a tenner to you?
Would it make £10 at auction though? It would. It would surely.
Surely.
But okay, so I did see in the room that I love, they're selling stuff from your kitchen. I'm obsessed with that.
Okay.
I love that.
Okay.
There was a really nice octagonal charger. Do you know the one I mean?
Yes, yes.
And I wonder what would be the price if I put the two of them together?
£15.
15. Okay, I'm not scared. So what about if I put all the wee scalloped plates that went with them as well?
Make it 20.
I feel so cheeky. Are you sure? £20?
Oh, go on, yes.
Right, £20 for a bunch of pewter.
Thank you.
I'll pop it down. Brian, you're a gentleman. Great deal. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Don't forget the other bits and pieces.
I don't want to speak too soon. think for £20 that's all right. Look out, Margie. I'm coming with my pewter.
Great stuff. Not sure how they'll all fit on the bike, though.
Hi!
Friendly, are Margie?
It's nice to be back in Lancashire. A lovely county. Whoops. Oh,
Uh-oh.
oh, come on.
All being well, she's on her way to Leyland, where she's about to find out how the town came to lead the way in revolutionising the world of transport.
Well, this looks very exciting.
Jeff Southworth is her guide.
Jeff, what an amazing place. There's all sorts of different kinds of vehicles here. So what ties them all together?
They're all basically commercial vehicles, not just for the movement of goods and materials, but passengers, fire engines, different things. So it covers a wide spectrum.
The connection between the town and these vehicles dates back to 1896, when local entrepreneur James Sumner crossed a pedal tricycle and a steam wagon. The result? A steam-driven lawnmower. Whatever else.
He was fascinated with steam, which a lot of people were then,
Yeah.
and thought, well, there must be a better way of doing things, you know, than having horses plodding up and down. And
Right.
really, it started off as a bit of a novelty, and it took off. And there were quite a number of them made. And the beauty of this is if it rained, you could just turn this tap on and make yourself a kind of...
A brew.
Yeah. So...
Make mine an Earl Grey, eh? This kooky creation kick-started an enterprise that placed the town at the forefront of a burgeoning industry. By the outbreak of the First World War, the company had produced 1,275 petrol engine vehicles and 415 steam wagons.
Prior to the First World War, Leyland really was just one step up from the cottage industry. Leyland entered a number of vehicles they just brought out now to the War Department.
Yeah.
And they bought this vehicle here,
Yeah.
which was commonly known as the RAF type, and it was very successful.
It was indeed. At the height of the war, 3,000 employees geared up to supply the British forces.
This actually probably put Leyland on the map.
So by assisting in the war, the business progressed.
Yeah, it's unfortunately after the war,
Yeah.
and all sorts of things progressed, suspension, engine reliability,
Yeah.
brakes, steering,
Yeah.
everything, not just Leyland, but throughout, you know,
Yeah.
it's a big step forward.
Yeah.
After the war, from before the war, it was a complete transformation of vehicles.
Their truck designs and engineering continued to develop, and in the 1930s, production started on fire engines and trolley buses.
How old's this bus?
This bus is now, it's mid-50s.
So this collection is vital to show us how, you know, transport, which is so important to all of us, how it's evolved.
It's a vision of the past right through to present day, from horse-drawn vehicles to battery and hybrid and electric.
The company's commercial vehicles have innovated and engineered their way into British history and into the very fabric of the town where it was created. Oh, hang on! What's Margie doing behind the wheel of that fire engine?
Yay! Here we come. This is better than the classic.
Keep the noise down.
How old is this, Jeff?
81 years.
It feels really solid and beautiful.
Oh, they are, yeah.
How's Margie's driving, Jeff?
Excellent, you're a natural.
My father taught me how to drive. He was a policeman in the flying squad in the 1930s, flying about in those MGs. And he got stuck up trees.
Right, that's Margie busy for a while. Now, what's Natasha up to?
Oh, I'm quite happy on the bike. I grew up near a park. We were allowed to cycle to it. I just feel like 10 years old.
Talk about young at heart. Natasha's heading just west of Leyland to the village of Bretherton, home to the old corn mill.
Oh, look at that quality antiques. Oh, and the Venus de Milo at the door. Must be very good quality.
Concrete, I think. Which is great because Natasha still has £193 to spend. Now, this is a classy joint. Got the phone and everything.
These enamelled signs, I bet this cost a fortune. £165.
Yoicks!
You can see from its style, it's that kind of Soviet era, 1940s, 50s. But over time, this has become really trendy. For whatever reason, I can understand why this dealer wants £165 on it. The retail environment can demand the price and can achieve it. At auction, there is no way that would make more than £40, £50 max. It really kind of makes you think, because what I'm trying to do is take things from the shop and put them into the auction, which is why it's so hard.
Oh, you can do it, Natasha. Spot for choice? Carry on, Jeeves.
I'm always attracted to items with dogs on them. I just can't help it. Ringo Frère, Paris. So is that Ringo? Must be French maker.
Indeed, Ringo Frère were well-known clockmakers working in Paris in the 19th century, who in the 1860s supplied several clocks and bronzes to Emperor Napoleon III. Oh.
The clock does look like it's been through the wars a wee bit. I'm not convinced that hasn't been dropped because the glass is missing. But it's so nice, almost without the glass. You can see the enamel dial really clearly because those numerals are hand-painted. I am intrigued by this clock. It's not in the finest condition, and does that affect the price? I don't know, because there is no price attached.
You can almost hear her thoughts ticking over. It's made her head hurt.
I can't help it. Everywhere I go, I love a vessel. I love a brass vessel. Very arts and crafts. All around the trumpet rim, you have this lovely little motif, the little bumps that go all the way around. And they're just hammered in. You do it by hand, very precise, but with a hammer, you create that little lump. There's something so appealing about arts and crafts in the fact that it comes after the Victorians had industrialised everything. Enough of the machines already. Let's make something with our hands. Remember those? And there's no price. Once again.
Ah, maybe Aidan's the man with the prices.
Right, see what you can do. The vase
Yes.
and the clock.
Oh, my little clock, yes.
I think let's start with what I imagine is the younger of the two items, possibly the cheaper. The vase? What were you hoping for that? What's your ballpark?
Oh, 65, 75, something like that.
The brass clock,
The clock,
Oh.
125, 165, something like that.
in the spirit of doing a deal for the two.
How about 150?
150. You wouldn't take for the two 110?
No. Bit nearer. 140.
140. Yeah, why not? That's very generous of you.
So that's 100 for the French mantel clock and 40 for the arts and crafts brass vase. The items are off to the auction, and shopping is done for the day.
Off to Liverpool tomorrow. Liverpool. Liverpool.
Where are you going tomorrow?
Liverpool, here we come.
Well, fingers crossed. Nighty-night. Wakey, wakey, road trippers. Morning has broken.
On my bike. Feeling pretty good. Off to meet Margie for a bit of brekkie.
Sounds delish. Croissant, coffee, and chatting antiques.
Talk to me about all the wonderful things you've bought.
This is what I bought yesterday because I thought it was useful, right? It's a sweet little Edwardian
Oh, this screams dealer.
mahogany, like a specimen cabinet. It was £28. It's got to go for 45, surely.
It has to. You could add some tiny
Actually-
wee shelves, couldn't you? That'd be cute.
Or you could put anything in it. The more I look at it, the more I like it.
Good-o. She also bought an Edwardian stamp case, spending £53 in all. She has just over £153 for today. Now, Natasha?
I did spend a wee bit of money.
Well, that's good, isn't it?
I spent £100 on one item.
Oh, well done. That's brave.
Let me show you. Well, terrifying, perhaps. I
Well.
splashed some cash on a greyhound.
Oh, my goodness me. That looks brilliant.
And I know you love your dogs.
I do. What a statement piece that is.
I looked up the maker, good
Yeah.
French maker.
Yeah, is it Monaco
It
on
said
there?
Ringo Frère Paris.
Well said. Together with an arts and crafts vase and a collection of pewter, Natasha's bounty cost her £160, leaving her with just 53 in the kitty.
It's beautiful. You've set the bar now. So, here's to you. Cheers.
Here's to you,
Yeah.
Margie. Bon
Yeah.
chance.
Thank you.
And bon voyage.
The items will be winging their way to the auction, but Margie's heading for Crosby. This coastal town is home to college antiques. And Margie's still got £153 to spend.
Good morning, Angelo.
Morning.
Yeah, Margie.
Hiya.
I'm going to have a good old browse. Nice, yeah. Lovely. This is very cute. I've got a little quirky item, little Victorian quirky item, and it's a little tape measure in the form of a flat iron. That's so sweet for people who collect, you know, sewing items. It says £48. It's obviously getting a little bit raggy, which is a bit of a shame. So obviously there's been something on the end of that. Do like it though. It's a real feminine thing, isn't it?
Lovely.
Yeah.
Nice collector's piece.
Yeah, it is, yeah. Can I have a think?
Yeah, of course you can.
The place is packed to the rafters.
I love these. This is a book press, Victorian book press that a publishing company would use to actually press down their books, their leather-bound books. There, right, so you put it in like that. And down it would go. I wonder how long you had to keep it in.
I'm not too sure, to be honest with you.
Yeah. And down you go. And you end up with a tightly compact book ready for sale.
Just like that.
This old piece of heavy old brass, how much is it?
85.
Oh, it's not, is it?
To be honest with you, I think that old English items like that, anything to do with books, printing, it's collectible at the minute.
Time for a ponder and a wander.
This is what they call an American rocker. You get the normal size for an adult, and then you get a little child's one, like. Seen a couple of things, see if we can broker some kind of a deal with this lovely man.
Oh, the flattery.
I must say, I really like this.
Yeah.
85. But I also like the cute little quirky little tape measure. So I think the book press is a good thing.
Yeah.
So that can be how much?
60 quid.
That's good for
Make you some
Angela.
money.
Yeah.
Very kind.
Right. 60, and how much for the little thing?
Do that for 25 quid.
Oh, that's great.
85 quid
85.
for the two.
We're done. I'm pleased with that. So I have some money now.
Yeah.
Right, so I'm going to put it on here.
Okay.
20, 40, 60, 80.
60 for the book press and 25 for the novelty tape measure. Margie has left herself with £68 for the last shop of the leg. Natasha is on her way to the Liverpool suburb of Edge Hill, where for some reason she's dressed as Bob the Builder. Only joking. She's about to explore an astonishing underground world buried beneath the crumbling facade of this early 19th century home.
I think I'm going the right way.
It's a web of tunnels surrounded in mystery that very few people are aware of until now.
What lies beneath? Intriguing. Down here? A little bit more precarious.
Careful now.
Chris? Chris?
Don't know about Natasha, but I'm scared. Oh, there he is.
You must be Chris.
Chris Isles has been involved in excavations here for 20 years.
Chris, I genuinely have no idea where I am. I know I've never been anywhere like it, but where do I find myself?
This is the Williamson Tunnels, or part of the Williamson Tunnels.
A retired tobacco merchant, Joseph Williamson, began his unexplained construction in the early 1800s.
Tell me about the function of the tunnels, because I don't quite understand.
Well, the tunnels weren't really built for any particular reason. Why they were so extensive, we don't really know. But we know that Williamson employed lots of unemployed, and he just kept them in work for many years.
The plot thickens. As well as the tunnels, his team built houses on the top.
That's a huge amount of work, creating the cover for the quarry, building all the houses in the area.
It was a kind of a job creation scheme of the time, really, if you think about it. They say he employed half the population of Edge Hill and the returning soldiers from the Napoleonic War.
Was it simply an act of philanthropy? Nobody knows. But Williamson was clearly a man of great wealth.
He came to Liverpool as a boy, got a job with Richard Tate and Tobacco and Snuff Works, and he eventually moved through the company and married the boss's daughter.
That'll do it.
I'm going to say lead on. Show me
Okay,
some more.
right, let's go. Let's go.
Yeah, okay, a bit rocky underfoot.
This is just one of Williamson's tunnels, but there's more.
Is this deeper than where we were before?
It is about 18 metres
Yeah,
level 4.
it feels deeper. How deep are we talking, Chris?
This chamber, from roof to floor, is 12 metres.
I'd have said more. Look how quickly you're going. I'm taking my time. Oh, do you know what? I'm fixated on my feet.
Take a breather, Chris. She'll be along in a minute. This high vaulted chamber, nicknamed Paddington, is in fact one huge cellar system.
It's incredible. And 12 metres, you said?
12 metres, yeah.
It feels so much deeper than that. A place like this, people in the local area must have come up with some theories as to what went on down here.
Yeah, there have been other theories as to why the tunnels are here, ranging from Williamson used them for smuggling. Smuggling is tobacco. Don't believe that that's true. They're so far away from the city centre that I don't think it would have been the case. The other theory would be that Williamson's wife believed in the end of the world being nigh, Armageddon, so Williamson built these to hide when the world ended.
We may never know Williamson's real purpose in all of this, but in some ways the tunnels speak for themselves. Time for Chris's colleague, Tom Stapleton, to take up the story.
We curse the man for not giving us any plans of the system that he built, and not giving us any other information about why he did what he did. But on the other hand, part of the excitement for us as diggers is exploring and rediscovering.
It was in 1999 that they found Paddington and finally got permission to dig in 2012.
We've excavated these chambers out from top to bottom down to 60 feet below ground, 4 levels, over exactly 4 years.
And after modern equipment failed them, their work echoed that of the men who dug out the tunnels so long ago.
We fell back on the only way we could think of, which turned out to be superb. 10-litre plastic buckets with wire handles.
That's
and
the way
picks
to
and
do
shovels.
it.
And they were ideal, just enough for one of us to carry, sort of half full. And then we got clever and we installed first one, then a second, then a third hoist.
Yeah.
And we did it. 159 skipfuls of material we took out of here by hand.
That's amazing. And while you're clearing out all of this, rubble and filling those skips, you come across items like this.
It's believed locals threw belongings they no longer wanted down into the tunnels.
All these wonderful artifacts came out, and so many of them were either undamaged or nearly complete. For us, they're treasures.
They are a glimpse
And well
into,
worth keeping and
the way of life.
displaying. Yeah.
And while these tunnellers continue to seek more secrets of this strange subterranean world, it's clear Williamson's legacy will live on. Margie is also headed to Liverpool, the world-renowned city that evolved from a small fishing village on the banks of the River Mersey. She has £68 to spend in the Liverpool Antique Centre, and for now, 20,000 square feet all to herself. Wow.
And there's so much to see. These are great, aren't they? They're so popular, these office equipment, really. When you're looking at antiques, we can roughly date it, and we know what wood it is.
Oh, yeah. I'd say oak.
And then you look here in the drawers, and there you are. It's going to speak to us now. Ah, here we go. Clues. 18th of the 12th. It's before Christmas in 1928. Yeah, it's just an office cabinet for all the invoices. But how lovely to have that in your home now.
Indeed. Ticket price, £550.
But I can understand it. It's a nice thing.
But not for you.
maybe a bit of costume jewellery would be quite nice for a change. Any rings? It's a good one, isn't it?
If you say so. Look out! Here comes Natasha.
Here we are.
She has just £53 left and lots of ground to cover. It's a tricky mission. Margie spotted something?
I think that's a snooker scorer.
Sure is. It's a scorer.
And this is quite a well-known company, isn't it? I think.
Yes, it is. Riley began life as a sports shop in 1897 and by the 1920s was a leading manufacturer of snooker tables and accessories.
That'd be quite nice, polished up, wouldn't it? Scoring board, which is quite useful for people who have snooker tables. It's £80. Quite like things with names on them.
Cue the owner, Steve.
But I thought that was quite nice.
Yeah, lovely little scoreboard.
Yeah, nice mahogany. You couldn't really ease that off, could
80
you?
quid. I'll take 65 quid.
Game on.
You know the figure I like?
Do tell.
38.
38.
Crikey.
48.
48. Let's say 40.
Yeah, OK, 40.
Are you happy?
Yeah.
50% off. That's generous.
Steve, thanks a lot.
Right. Meanwhile, Natasha's got a new hairdo.
What are you doing? And before you ask, no, I didn't have one.
That was you in the picture.
No, I did not have one.
I'm quite digging it. I mean, apparently there's a shoulder strap that comes with it, so you can pop it on and do the housework. Right, OK, Margie.
Have you finished your bag?
Very fetching.
I'm all done.
You're not.
I am.
Oh
I'm
my
all
God.
done. I'm finished.
Right, well, I best get to it then.
Yeah,
OK, I'm
right.
going to spend all my money.
Right, off you go.
Watch me go.
Quick sticks.
Better get a move on.
I'm quite keen on these two artists' objects, an easel and a palette. The easel's definitely the more attractive of the two. I think it's because it has actually seen more action. You can see this hinge here, this brass hinge. You can't really fake that sort of patina, that kind of age. It's probably 1940s, 1950s, I would say. So around the Second World War, it's just a really lovely, charming object. So transportable, that's what it's designed for. For a Reeves palette, Reeves is a well-established company, good brand, and they are not asking the earth whatsoever.
£5 for the palette and 10 the easel.
I think that, at £15, is a nice little lot. I'm going for that.
Okie dokie. Anything else?
I am so keen on these wall lights. They are really trendy. They're mid-century teak wall fittings. Antique furniture, mid-century. It's the watchword really just now at auction. They've really simplified the shape of almost antlers hanging on the wall. £65. If I were at an auction, I would absolutely snap these up.
Oh, Steve!
There are two things that I'm into.
Yeah.
Behind you, an easel and palette.
Oh, yeah.
And in front of you, just slightly around the corner, some very cool mid-century wall lights.
Together, the items come to £80.
May I confess to you that in total, here we are. I have £53 in my pocket.
So I'm going to leave you going home skint?
Either skint or without objects. What do you reckon?
Yeah, go on, we'll take the money.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Quite happy?
Yeah.
That is truly amazing. That'll be £38 for the wall lights, plus the combined ticket price of £15 for the easel and palette. And she's pretty well all spent up. There's something fishy going on.
Right. Bye, Steve. Thank you.
Thanks again. Quite happy with that?
Yeah, are you?
Yeah, pretty happy
All
with these.
wood.
Yeah, all wooden.
It's a wooden afternoon.
We're still wooden.
They're all shopped out, and the items are off to auction.
This is it. It's kind of getting to crunch time. Coming for you, Margie.
What say you, Margie?
You know what? I don't think I'm going to bother with this auction. I think I'll just keep going. Get on the ferry and go to the south of France in this car.
She's only joking, I think. Time for some shut-eye. Nighty-night. It's auction day. Our delightful duo began this leg in Longridge in Lancashire and have parked themselves up at Willington in Derbyshire. From there, they'll tune in and view their goodies going under the hammer.
Natasha!
Look at this spot.
You're here before me.
I know, but
On 2 wheels. Right,
You ready?
We're going to go. Are you ready?
The auction is taking place in Penkridge in Staffordshire. Cuttlestones are the auctioneers, where bidders will only be online or on the phone. It's Ben Gamble in the chair. Good name. Have any of Natasha's 5 items on which she spent £213 caught his eye?
The Greyhound mantle clock, it's a good stylish decorator's piece. It looks the part, movement isn't fantastic, but it's just a really nice showy clock, so that'll do well. My favourite lot today is the teak wall lights. That mid-century style is flying out of sale rooms at the moment. They're doing really well, so I'd put those on my wall myself.
Looking good then. Margie's haul was less costly, totalling £178 for her 5 lots.
The novelty tape measure, the internet's built for things like that, small, easy to post. It's missing a little bit, sadly, which will hamper it, but it's again, quite a quirky lot, easy peasy. The book press that's come in, we hate these. They're so big, they're so heavy, they don't make very much money. I can't wait to see it go out of the door.
Ouch.
You ready?
no, I don't want to.
You're going to.
I don't want to.
You got to.
I don't. Right, make me. Go.
Off we go.
First up, Natasha's early 20th century artist's easel and palette.
It's 18. At £18.
Oh, he has 18.
20.
Oh,
At 20. Have another.
I shouldn't be excited by
20.
£5.
Sure. To go, be sold there at £20.
A profit is a profit.
Well, that's okay.
It's
What are
okay.
you expecting?
I think he should have made a wee bit more.
It's Margie's miniature novelty tape measure next.
Ironing is the worst.
I'd rather iron than do a lot of other things.
At £22 we have 5 now. At £22 it's off.
Goodness.
At 8. 28.
Yeah.
30. At £30 I have.
Oh, come on. It
At 30.
should be 65.
It's going. It's going.
Still on. At 32. Any more now?
32.
It's to go and be sold at £32.
Nice little earner there.
You're creeping.
Creeping.
You're a wee creep.
I'm a wee creep. I know I am.
Never. Stand by. Natasha's pile of pewter is at the ready.
The charger. It's so divine.
We'll see.
At £10 I have. At £10, 12 bids. Me having them at £12.
That's
Who would
it?
like 15 now? Let's go. They're cheap. Yes, no, all done. Selling at £12.
Uh-oh. What a shame.
What did you say about that charger being going?
Don't rub salt in my wound. Thank you so much. That charger.
Now, you two. Here's Margie's tiny Edwardian stamp case.
Stamp case.
Stamp case.
Stamp case.
Right, here we go.
Right, you're off.
Lot 110 at 32 I have.
See? Easy money.
32, who says 5? Main bid's in and it is here to go.
Come on.
At 32. At 35 bid. 8 quickly.
Go on.
At £35.
That's 2 profits in a row for Margie.
That's cheered me up. No end.
Yeah.
Natasha's Danish teak wall lights are a-coming.
At the time, I thought I was absolutely onto a winner. Right now, I'm petrified.
Well, let's see.
15 will tempt you at 15 bid.
He likes
15,
them.
18, 20.
Oh, hold on. Getting
20
there.
only. And it's on commission at £20.
So that's it.
I'm out at 22. And I generally am out and it was me at 22.
Oh, no.
Are we 5 now? Any more? To go. Be sold there at £22.
Everyone's disappointed with that.
Stop laughing.
I always laugh when
I've
things
got a
aren't
20
going
bid
well.
now.
I laugh when things aren't going well. I can't help it.
Me too. Right, fingers crossed for Margie's Edwardian key cabinet.
For lot 106 at £10 I'm only bid.
Oh, it's a wee bit low.
£10 I'm bid only. Surely who says 12? 12, thank you. At
Oh,
12
come
pounds.
on.
Seems very cheap, but I'm going to sell it. Here we go. 15 quickly. Bid 15. 18. Finished and selling at £18.
Wow, that's nibbled into Margie's winnings.
Margie, you were robbed.
I was robbed. We was robbed.
It's Natasha's big ticket item next. The 19th century French maker's clock.
Oh, I love it.
At 120.
130, that's
140. 150, 160.
Well done.
160, 190, 200.
Yes!
Still with
At £200.
Oh, I'm
£200
so
and
pleased.
10 and
At 220. Are we sure?
Oh, that's
selling.
fantastic.
30.
Oh!
Just in time. We'll have one more at 240.
at 240 now.
You little devil.
240. I'm selling. You're out on the net. Be sure.
Sure at 240.
Well, quality wins out, and Natasha romps into the lead.
Oh, yeah! Margie, I can confirm. It feels good.
You betcha. Up next, Margie's Victorian cast iron book press.
£30 I have at £30 now. Who would like to? 35, 38.
Margie, I thought this was easy money.
£38 bid.
Come on.
Go on.
£38.40.
Yeah.
It's £40 and I'm going to sell 5.
Come on.
50 now.
Yeah.
Hold on. Selling there at £45.
Well, that's flattened Margie's kitty.
Could have been worse.
That's sad.
Time for Natasha's final item. The arts and crafts vase.
It was gorgeous. It was hand planished. It had these lovely sort of roundels battered
did it?
into it. Oh, it was gorgeous.
Here we go. Stand by.
A bit of interest at £15 only.
Lot 120.
You can't
at
call that
15
interest.
and bid on the sale room.
At 15 I have. At 15, who would like 18 now?
Oh, that's dire.
At 18.
£18.
Near to sell.
Yes, no? Hold on.
Are you joking?
On the sale
We're
room.
at £18.
Someone bagged a bargain.
That's actually soul destroying.
Heads up now, it's the last lot. Margie's Edwardian snooker scoreboard with maker's name.
This is my favourite, and I'm hoping for success.
At 30.
Oh.
At 32.
35, 38.
Oh,
Come
yes,
on.
they like it.
At £40. To sell.
On the sale room.
Please.
All done at £40.
What a pity.
Congratulations.
Margie, it's okay. That was all right for me.
Yeah, you've edged ahead now.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, you've edged ahead.
I feel a bit guilty now.
Oh, well, don't feel guilty.
What you want to do is buy a greyhound.
Yeah. Do you think a live one might sell?
Margie set off with just over £206 and has £167.68p left in her kitty. Natasha began with £213.42p and is £42 richer and comfortably ahead with a little over £256 for the final leg of the trip.
Well done.
Only one more of those to go, you know.
I know.
I'm terrified.
I know. So you can get on your bike with your big pile of money, and I'm going to drive.
Well, just keep your chin up, Margie.
Bye, dear. Be careful. Cheerio.
Next time on the Antiques Road Trip,
We rub it. This is the good bit, driving around in a lovely car.
Margie's getting soggy,
How long do I have to do it for?
Till you've done them all.
while Natasha's feeling soppy.
Oh, Margie.
But whose lots hit the spot in the final auction?
It's a good feeling, isn't it?